in bigger organization, you have these departments, you have a lot of decision makers, you have a lot of people who are doing it together. Normally in a SME, in a small or medium-sized enterprises, you do not have a specific structure. You do not have a specific teams or even decision makers. It's very uncumbered. It's not very structured. So still maybe one or two people are taking the decisions and who have all the rights. Do you really think, or do you have any practical exposure to this, that SME, a kind of a company with 20 million turnover, for example, if they want to try digital transformation, can they afford it, and will it help them if they want to compete, they want to grow tomorrow? So how much is the benefits versus the cost for those kind of organizations?
Great question. This is very low cost. Obviously, if you want to go with the top of the technology, it would be a very, very high cost. But for instance, what happened with a family-based company, an oil and gas company, and I'm talking about different sectors, as you can see within this talk, an oil and gas company that they have a data center. As you know, to have a data center, it can be very costly. Right now, to change the way of doing things is that you can put that data center within Amazon, Azure, IBM, whatever. There are a lot of companies that are using the cloud. And the best thing is that you pay only for what you use. So if you are doing with the retail, and obviously it's Christmas or Mother's Day or whatever other big day, your transactions were going to be up. So you need to put servers, technology to be able to keep on those peaks of transactions within your monthly or daily or whatever period you may have in your own industry. Like I said, in retail, Mother's Day, year end, whatever. So with the cloud, you don't have to do that because you only pay what is your average. And if you're going that peak, yes, obviously you are telling your cloud provider to, okay, open that amount of processing power that you need for doing that peak, and let's go down. So at the end, you do not have to invest in hardware that is going to be obsolete in the next 2 or 3 years because they are upgrading that and you don't care about it. It's taken care of. So on the other side, it's going to be very, very cost effective to put all your infrastructure, technology infrastructure in the cloud. And this is one example, the cloud. The other example is business continuity. This company, they only have one data center. And I told them, okay, what happened if the buildings, for instance, goes down, it caught fire or whatever? What are you going to be doing? Okay, we're going to have a big problem. Putting all the information within the cloud, you have a disaster recovery plan at least that you are going to be operating in whatever building, or for instance, in COVID times, you are going to be working from home. Yeah. So you can put a lot of things in place that is going to be easier. And you do not have to be the knowledgeable people to put that kind of infrastructure because there are guys. You pay for that guys only for, I need to put that amount of transactions, that amount of storage, and I need to be this kind of security. And they design you that. You don't have to be full percent knowledgeable because there are companies that are doing that for you and cheaper. So you do not have to hire that kind of people. You only need to hire the people for your business. For the finance function, there are a lot of companies that they hire an accountant, separate consultancy firm. That's right. That's the way to do it. Also, I know a lot of people that put their HR function separate in another company. So at the end, you will have to put the people that you need to do your business. If you are a manufacturing, obviously, you need to put a manufacturing company. If you are doing a retail, to buying and storage all the things and delivering the things and so on. But only the people that is 100% utilized within your business model. That's why first I had to rethink my business model as a company, and then okay, this function like the data center can be outsourced. Yes. The finance can be outsourced. Yes. HR can be outsourced. And you only have one small team and have the benefits of the big corporates. That's the way to do things today.
Yeah. So do you mean somewhere outsourcing is also part of this digital transformation? It's part of a strategy of digital transformation. It can help specifically for small and medium enterprises when they cannot afford all the tools, when they cannot afford a expensive resource who can do it for them. So in that case, as you said, outsourcing non-core functions to another company who can do it better, who can do it together for a few companies, and cost effective.
Yeah.
So both are interconnected, right?
Yes, right. And think about Uber. Uber, the company that has no cars at all, no
True.
people at all, but they win a lot of money.
Exactly.
So think those kind of companies. What is the really necessary things for your business model? Think about it. Yes, that's going to be you because that's your value added. That's what your core business is. The other things can be done by any other party, by any other company. So at the end, and for instance, Airbnb with this kind of problem, yeah, okay, they are almost uh, filling for Chapter 11 in the US because they are almost broke, but they do not have to sell a lot of hotels, buildings, or whatever because okay, yes, we have this kind of contract, but at the end is if you fail, and this is good about the digital transformation, you are allowed to fail because okay, I understand about what I failed, what happened in that kind of failing, and I'm not going to be doing that again. So obviously the cost of failing of Airbnb is cheaper than a Marriott or a Sheraton or a Marquis hotel, whatever big brand that you have, because they own the building. It's a huge amount of money. So it's the same way for SMEs. You will need you are allowed to fail. Yes, everybody should be allowed to fail, but obviously to minimize the impacts of that failing. So outsourcing things, it can be better.